Now, is this the photo of the year? A picture of Zelensky and Trump face to face, looking and talking intently at each other in the Vatican before the start of the funeral of Pope Francis at the weekend. But will it work? Will this meeting change the direction of the US president's mind and give continued support to Ukraine in their pursuit of telling Russia to get out of their country and stop bombing their people? Well, let's find out. Before the Pope's funeral, where the Mango Mussolini made the event all about himself by breaking dress code and wearing a blue instead of black suit, well, I suppose you could say he snoozed his way through it. But before he snoozed, and very likely probably shit himself through it, he was meeting with other world leaders to try and look bigly and look like he knew what he was doing. While mingling, he bumped into the Ukraine leader and they both got together for a bit of a chinwag and a bit of a photo opportunity for our Mango Mussolini. There was an interesting interaction between French President Macron and Zelensky, and then between Macron and Trump. Interesting, eh? Now, I did wonder at first if he didn't see Trump's hand reaching out, but Macron's a smart man, isn't he? I think he feels that being seen shaking the hand of someone who's about as popular as syphilis around the world might not be a good look at home. Now, I don't know, but it was certainly interesting, wasn't it? Well, after that meeting, Trump, all thin-skinned, then criticised the love of his life, Putin, as well as Zelensky, saying it's ridiculous for Zelensky to think Ukraine can regain occupied Crimea and attacking Putin by saying that maybe he doesn't want to stop the war, and also saying that he could be just tapping me along. No shit, Sherlock. Well, on Sunday, the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, Pat McFadden, was asked on Sky News if the Trump administration have changed their minds and had a change of heart.
Well, those words speak for themselves. There's certainly no reason for President Putin to be ordering strikes on civilian areas in Ukraine. There's no reason for President Putin to have invaded Ukraine in the first place. This is a war of aggression on Russia's part. And I think in the UK we've recognised that all along. So what's really important is that if we do get to a cessation of hostilities, that Ukraine has some security about its future. And that's what's been at the top of the Prime Minister's agenda in all the work that he's done with President Trump and with European leaders in recent months.
And here's what Kemi Badenoch had to say about this.
And it's interesting, I believe he said that it looks like Russia's been stringing him along, or words to that effect. And if that is the case, then this is a very positive signal, and we welcome it. And it was really heartening to see him talking to President Zelensky in the Vatican yesterday after that really awful press conference where Zelensky was humiliated. I think we should all be pleased to see these positive signals.
Yes, I know, that was tough listening, but But anyway, now has the Mango Mussolini really had a change of heart? Has he realised that this vile dictator Putin has never ever kept a deal he signed ever and has been stringing him along? Or is it just the case that he'll change his mind again when Vlad the Insane starts chirping in his ear?
What is Putin? What is 2 weeks? Give us, what is the actual date? What is the timeline?
2 weeks or less, and if it's a little more at the time, I say, but they're losing a lot of people. We have 3,000-4,000 people dying every single week. That's a lot of people to lose. You can imagine parents waving from Ukraine and from Russia, waving to their son as he leaves, and a week later he's dead on a battlefield, all carved up and chopped up. I've seen it. I see the satellite pictures. They're horrible.
I personally believe that is what will happen. Because remember, when he accused Zelensky of being a dictator and then just denied ever saying it. We all know that he changes his mind more times than he changes his underpants, doesn't he? Be it because he woke up grumpy in the morning, or maybe had a bad hair day or something, or even it's the case of who was the last person he spoke to as well. Now, this picture, very much so, will probably be the picture of the year, but I just think Zelensky is absolutely wasting his time talking to Trump, because Trump believes that the best way to end this or any other war is for Ukraine to capitulate, like the little guy should just lie down and just give in. Because in Trump's mind, he thinks that if Zelensky just capitulates and gives in to everything the more powerful country, Russia, wants, the killing will stop and he will get his Nobel Peace Prize. But the thing is, I heard an interesting quote the other week. It goes something like this: better to die on your feet than live on your knees. And I just personally think that Trump just doesn't get that at all. But we all know that if Zelensky gives bare-chested Putin everything he wants, Putin won't be satisfied with that and then ride off into the sunset and admire his legacy. He'll come back for more and keep coming back for more and keep pushing, won't he? But what do you guys think? Photo of the year and just a photo opportunity for the Mango Mussolini to pander to his base and is a complete waste of time for Zelensky? Let me know down below. And if you enjoy everything, House of Commons, select committee meetings, and even anything political, like and subscribe, and I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.